This podcast brought to you by RusticGardensCandles.com. Specialty candles that will blow your mind. They even have candles that look like milk and cookies or a slice of cake. Remember the holidays are fast approaching. Check out RusticGardenCandles.com. Tell them Demon sent you.
Hello, everybody. Demon here. Our players, Demon and Ben. Our DM today is Matt. Eclipse of the Goddess, Episode 2. The pilot episode was kind of long. Okay. Last I remember, we were in the Ratwood Inn in the city of Seth.
Mm-hmm. And you were alerted about the fact that the ships are not sailing because of the sea chart, if I can speak, is missing and stolen, and there's bandits roaming the land.
Sounds like some good problems.
Okay, so you guys wake up from the inn. For some reason, Red is missing, and so is her fine little companion. She didn't say anything or leave any notes.
Oh boy.
Well,
Well,
hopefully...
it is red. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, I didn't even know she could talk.
So
We can do this out here.
Yeah, I'm just a slight little bit of worried, but I know it's red, so I shouldn't be worried. That kind of deal.
Okay, so on your way down the stairs from your rooms, you notice that the inn is abnormally packed for breakfast time. A lot of grumpy faces of people. Judging by their garments, they're not from here.
Okay. Well, I'd ask them what their problem is, but I know that they can't get off the island because no sea shark. So, why bother?
Okay.
Let's go down to the dockyard. What do you think?
Okay. Alright, you approach the dockyard. There's a bunch of sailors just basically sitting around either drunk or looking very bored. You eventually see this, like a cabin, big dock house.
Okay.
And it says, offices.
Head to the offices.
Okay, you open up the offices and you see more of the same. You see a bunch of sailors standing around doing nothing, either drunk or bored.
Looking for the guy with the paperwork.
And then you see a guy at the desk. His clothing looks a little bit more regal, a little bit more fancy. He's got a nice hat on. Except his head is on the desk and there's a bottle sitting right next to him. It seems like he's kind of had a few drinks last night.
I'm going to walk up to him and bubble him. Excuse me.
He kind of, with the bags under his eyes and the smell of rum on his breath, kind of looks up at you and like, what do you want?
Information on where to find whoever stole the sea chart that you guys are going to be missing.
Sea chart, yes. We've been stranded here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yes. Do you know who took it?
Yeah. Well, we don't know who. We just kind of vaguely seen shapes of bandit humanoid. Couldn't really tell if they were human or not, but we're guessing that they ran and looked like it.
Right.
They've been seen around the swamp up north there. Rumored to be had an old building or fortress or some type of brick structure was up there in the middle, but it's so hard to get to.
Okay. When did they take the sea chart?
It's been about 15 days. Just as we were about to load up, I was ready to get out and sail and then realize it was gone. Without that, we can't navigate.
Well, thank you very much. That's all I needed to know.
What are you thinking?
Well, we gotta find the bandits and get this sea chart so we can get off this.
You do that for us?
Well, you don't look like you're doing it for yourselves.
That marsh.
And
that
we need...
swamp area. Tell you what, if you bring it back to me and it's in good condition, I'll give you free ferry to the mainland.
Oh, now that would be great. Thank you.
He sets his head back down and he's like,
I'm going to lean over and whisper to her, I'm like, let's get out of here, it stinks.
Yeah, the sailor's not showering, doing much, drinking. Yeah, it probably smelled pretty bad in there.
Okie dokie. I say we try to find somebody who has a map of this swamp. Where should we look?
Map shop?
There isn't a map shop, but there's a general goods store.
Is there a library?
Yes, there is a unkept, kind of worn out little library on the edge of town.
I'm going to go to the library if you want to check the general goods store.
Okay, so you approach the library.
Right.
You go in there and you've seen that it's not been taken good care of. There's lots of books, but very dusty and very few people seem to have been using it.
Excuse me. Hello?
Huh? What?
Oh, you guys have a map of the swamps?
Huh? Hold on. Let me. And you see this old man, kind of almost like leaning on two. I forget what canes coming in. It's like, what's that you need? A map?
Map of the swamps.
The swamps. There's no map of the swamps, but there's a map to how you can get there. Let me see. He slowly shambles behind the desk and starts moving boxes and pulls out this old-looking map. It looks like it hasn't been updated for a while. But it has the path going to the forest and also to this old fortress kind of looking thing. He shakily gives it to you. He's like, anything else you need?
No, that's it, thank you.
And he shambles back to the back of the library.
Look at it, think, wait. Am I supposed to? I'm just going to leave.
And you're at the general goods store.
Walk in.
The clerk immediately knows you. She asks you, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm looking for maps.
I don't have any maps. We have maps of the mainland, but we don't have any of here. All the travelers come in here and wanted to explore around, do something, so they bought me out.
So you have no maps of swamps?
Swamp?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to go there?
Because I'm an adventurer. I'm a hero. And
She gives you this look like, yeah, we need more of you.
yeah. Bang.
She's like, well, I don't have a map of that place, but if you're going to go, there's very poisonous creatures there. You might want to buy some stuff to help to treat poison.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea.
She pulls out a box of pre-made these little salves where you can put where you've been hit. She'll be like, she's like, they're about 1 silver a piece, and I got about 10 left.
Okay. I'll take what you got.
Okay, she presents you with the box with the salve.
Okay. Let's see, there's 10 gold and a silver, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Any other healing salves or...
Unfortunately, I'm fresh out.
Okay, any things that keep bugs off you got?
She looks through the back and like, I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
Okay, do you have any extra long cloths?
She goes in the back and starts pulling through, like, rope. She comes out with a scarf.
Okay.
Kind of something where you could wrap around your head and just leave just your...
You got two in a goblet pair of gauntlets.
She's like, yeah, I got another scarf. About the goggles, I don't have any.
Okay, that's fine. Cover up as much as I can, but...
Yeah, this is just cheap linen. You give me 2 copper per scarf, that'd be good.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Alright, thank you very much.
She says, "Thank you for your patronage." I can't say that word. Patronage. There we go.
Hmm.
And then she bows and we leave.
I leave.
Right. I presume we meet up
Yeah.
tomorrow. Right. I got a map to the swamp. I didn't find anybody knows anything where this building is in the swamp.
I got some healing salves for when we get to the swamp. The general store lady said that she's been all bought out from maps. So
That's interesting.
yeah, could always go ask a hero around here if they have any maps. So let's see. And I give them. I bought 10 healing salve things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I give you 5.
I know. 5 healing salves?
Yeah, they work to counter the poison. They don't completely cure you of it. They basically stop the poison from working.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, you have to reapply everyone, but it helps prevent you from getting killed. Alright. So you guys are going to search for a person that might have a map?
I guess so. Or a person who has an idea where in the swamplands this building is.
Okay, so you basically go around town and everybody points you to the husband of the tavern, the woman that owns the tavern.
Okay.
He's always been out. He looks at you and, "So you guys want to go in there?" He says.
Yep.
All I know is that I had a map way back in the day, but unfortunately it was so old that it got knocked off and it just disintegrated. It was too old. But I do know where the fortress is. It's directly in the middle. And they say that there was an old highway or road that goes in there, and there should be some remnants of that left now that lead you directly to the structure in the middle.
Well, that's convenient. Where's the road start? And I pull up the map of how to get to this.
He points you directly to the road. You'll see a remnants of an old road from this point that will take you there.
Ready? Thank you very much.
Be warned, there's a lot of vicious stuff around there, and I feel an ominous dark presence there.
Went through the woods we just went through.
Okay. Before we leave, I want to go get a mace or a hammer or something.
Okay, you go, there is a small blacksmith in town.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to eye this up because I used to work at a blacksmith and my parents owned one.
Okay.
How's it look?
It's your standard, it'd probably be what your parents used to be a couple notches above that. It's got a little more traffic through the area, so it's supply and demand for blacksmithing works is a lot higher.
Okay.
So you can find pretty much just about anything there. Now, granted, being in out in the middle of a bigger island where you live, they can charge different prices and materials might be limited.
Okay. Okay. All I need is just a light mace or something. Something that has a bashing type of damage. So, let's see. I could always go with a heavy mace and a light mace.
If you got the money,
Okay.
the blacksmith there is more than happy to sell you the...
Alright.
I don't like the metagame, but you do have that longbow that you don't have a string for.
Oh, what am I strength for it? I didn't write that down.
You found it, but the string was snapped.
Oh, well, I definitely want to buy a string. Thanks for reminding me, because I don't remember that.
So that's, we'll say that's 1 silver for a brand new string.
Alright, I'm going to get 2 of them.
Okay. All right, your transaction is completed.
Yep.
The blacksmith thanks you for your purchases, and then he goes into the back there, and you see intense heat flowing off to his forge. He's got to make a new inventory now.
Okay. Go ahead and go on this.
All right, we're going to head towards this road area.
All right, so the points, the tavern's husband basically pointed on the map is about, say, an hour and a half journey. Eventually, you come up to where the road looks like it hasn't been used for a long time, overgrown, beaten up, kind of. And you see a sign there that says "Danger, Keep Out" by the mayor of Seth.
Walk past the sign.
Okay. Alright, you enter the swamp area. Instantly your nose is sting because of the stagnant water and the smell of obvious algae and everything else.
Yeah, that swampy, decay, sludgy, anaerobic mess.
Wait, that's the wrong one.
I have to pretend that I understand what you guys are talking
okay.
about.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so
You know what sour milk tastes like?
No. Not really. I enjoy kind of sour milk.
it's a very unpleasant odor, to say the least. And as you get there, you notice that there's these weird intertwining trees almost around, like almost protecting the swamp or keeping people in or things from getting out.
Intertwined trees? Isn't the trees grown that way? Or
Yeah,
like they've
they're like
developed to grow that way?
It's whatever you want to take from it. You know, like those trees where you can probably bend them open, but it'd be a real hassle to try to get through them. They're flexible, but
Okay.
instantly you notice a small little rock on your left. And then in front of you is a bunch of spider web. Thick.
Spiders, huh?
Little mosquitoes, little flies are constantly buzzing around you, distracting you.
Oh. Here, do you want some linen? You can wrap
Oh,
wrap a scarf
hey,
around.
that's a great idea.
Tuck, tuck, tuck.
Okay, we go all wrapped up on that. Keeps it off your face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spider webs.
Yeah.
How big is this rock?
The rock is probably like a good-sized boulder.
Okay, so it's a noticeable rock. That's what he's a rock. What do you do? Pick up the rock and throw it through the fire spider webs?
I could try and cut through the spider webs, but either way, I guess.
What do you guys want to throw the rock? It's pretty. It's good.
Oh, too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like the size of like half of your car. It's like about that size, like half. It's a good size thing.
I try and pick it up. Grunt, grunt, grunt.
Give you a gold piece if it budges.
Apparently, something's keeping it in place. It's like maybe it's partially buried.
Oh.
Something underneath the ground.
Jeez.
Or maybe it's just a ton.
Yeah.
1/4 up top, 3/4 down bottom.
It's like a giant statue underneath.
Oh, time to go through that spider web, eh?
So you're going to try to attack it?
Alright, take out my scimitar and my short sword.
Alright, so here I'm going to do something. I want you to use this. If you want, use a skill.
Okay.
And I want you to attempt to attack it and see if you disturb anything by cutting it.
Okay, what skill?
What would ever be most likely for this?
Well, I have survival.
You can use that.
Let's see, knowledge of engineering.
That's kind of...
Knowledge of nature.
Or you can, like, if you want, you can use dexterity as well. So you can get your dexterity mod as well.
Okay.
So whatever you want to use, whatever gives you the most benefit.
Okay, let's go with survival then. Aha! I know these are spider things. And 19.
Yep, you do it. You cut about 1/3 of them. They're just deep, thick.
Wow.
There's enough probably for, if you want to try like athletics for either you or a stealth or something, like a skill like that, you can try to squeeze through a hole Otherwise, you can attempt to cut more.
I'm going to cut more. I'm going to pull out my dagger, start cutting.
Okay, roll. And what skill are you going to use?
I will use nature.
Okay.
That's a 15.
That's a failure. You start to cut with your dagger, and one of the things twining too much, and you see a large giant spider start to crawl down.
Oh, crap.
Oops. Alright. Well, let's use this.
Oh dear.
He starts to hiss at you, and he starts to come at the person that disturbed his web. So you are fighting a giant spider, so roll for initiative.
Okay, so if that's a male spider, and generally female spiders are bigger, like way bigger than the male spiders. I hate to see what the female spider does. Oh god, it's so huge.
Okay, where did my dice go? There they are. Okay. Alright, so what did you guys get? 15?
I got a 17.
17, okay.
8.
8, okay. So it goes Ben, Spider, and then Davis. Okay. Alright, so go ahead.
Okay, is the spider right next to us?
Yep, it climbed down and is okay. So you're right, like alongside, and he's right there. So it's looking at Davis because he decided to cut one of his webs.
Okay.
He's kind of mad.
Spider!
Hang on, oh, there we go. I forgot to add that in. So,
Running a timer?
Yeah, we're about a half hour.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna put my phone down.
alright, no, I did add my armor bonus in. Okay, so, I attack the spider. Since I'm right next to it, I can do a full attack action, which I got wrong last time, because I wasn't doing actual full attack action. So, full attack action! And, okay, so, first one is my main one, which is a complete miss. Got 2 plus whatever. And a short sword of another complete miss.
You missed both times?
Yeah, I got a total of 4 and 6.
Okay. Okay, so...
This does not bode well.
Okay, just remind me, because I forget how this works. If that thing actually hits you, how does poison work? Do you have a chance to resist it?
Usually there's like a DC fortitude, or a fortitude saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, well, let's see if he hits. He's going to attack Davis, because apparently you just gave him a nice breeze.
Yep.
17.
Ouch!
Ooh.
And he's going to roll for damage, which is 4. And, so how do we do this fortitude thing?
Fortitude saving throw. I roll a fortitude saving throw to resist the poison. Do you know what the DC on the poison is?
Yeah, it's going to be something low. It's going to be 12.
Okay.
So-
Usually something like along the lines of like the spider's level plus 10 type thing.
Okay, well, I want it to be that. So.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10.
You are poisoned.
What does poison do?
Okay, for this one, for every hour that's not treated, you lose a hit point.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a life-threatening. It's like, I'm not feeling good. I better get...
Got it.
Okay, now it is your turn.
It's my turn.
Mhm.
Okay. I do not have quick draw. So I'm going to take a 5-foot step back. So shift back
Mm-hmm.
and throw my dagger.
Okay, go ahead.
This is an animal, right?
Yes, it is. Well, it's a... I think it's an animal.
I would think so.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
under the animal section.
Because it's an animal, that's 12.
You... Nope, it doesn't hit.
Crap. There goes my dagger.
Okay, now it is Ben's turn.
Okay. Right, well, I'm going to do another full attack action. We'll say yellow dice is the scimitar, black dice is the short sword.
Okay.
Okay, so 17 for the scimitar and 13 for the short sword.
The scimitar hits, the short sword does not.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Damage. 8.
Alright. The spider does not look too happy with you now.
Oh, nice.
He's kind of frustrated the fact that he probably clipped off one of his legs.
Oh. One of those mornings he just kind of woke up and thought, it's going to be a great day. And then these heroes show up. It's like, ah, dang.
Since you damaged him, the spider is going to attack you. And it does 11. Does that hit you?
No, does not. 16.
It tried to bite your boot, but its fangs did not penetrate. Alright, now it's your turn, Davis.
Okay. Shooting into combat, is it a -2 or a -5? It's a -2.
What's that?
Shooting into combat.
Okay.
Look up the feat precise shot. I'm going to use a move action to pull out my bow. Which is spider. Which is a 12.
Take precise shots. You can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty.
Yes, it's a -4 penalty. Okay, crap. So,
Don't hit me.
12 plus 2. That's a 14.
14. That is a hit.
Is a hit.
Roll for damage.
Yay! Yay. 6. Strength is not get added. But it's an animal, so that's 8 damage.
The spider is a bloody, pulpy mess right now and is very, very close to falling over.
They use like when you poke them with a toothpick and they're bleeding out, and they're like.
Okay, so it is
Alright.
your turn.
My turn. I'm going to finish this sucker off. Wow. Okay. 17 for scimitar. Probably miss with the
Alright,
short
so
sword.
you hit with your scimitar. Roll for damage.
6.
The spider is dead. Losing a little bit of pus and whatever else that's inside of it, it's laying dead on the ground. You've defeated it.
Yeah.
I don't feel well.
You can use one of your salves right now, so to stop you from losing any.
I use a healing salve for poison.
Okay, so you have the two options again. You can try to cut through some of the more spider web, or you can attempt to squeeze through the hole.
I will leave that up to Tara, as I don't know where my dagger is.
Here, I got an extra dagger.
Okay, I'll take his dagger for cutting.
You want to start? Okay, roll.
Nature?
And you can use whatever you want again.
That's a nat 20.
Yep. Not only did you cut it, but you actually cut it low too well.
Too well. All the spiders dropped down.
The entire spider web is now cleared. You don't need to do a second one.
Nice.
Yay.
So you're able to do what you need to do now.
Okay.
Now, after clearing the spider web, you can get a glimpse into there. You see that before you, just right after spider web, the road gets wet, and eventually it's about a foot deep.
Oof.
And there's these little islands with little trees and stuff on them throughout the area. But off to the left and to the right, it looks like it's probably anywhere from 3 to 4 feet deep water.
Yes.
And it looks like it's very murky, muddy swamp.
No
water.
chance I can see like a blip or something where my dagger might have landed.
Roll. Roll for perception.
That's 12.
You see a glint of your dagger right here.
I go for it.
Roll for perception.
That's a crit fail. I'm after the dagger.
As you put your foot into the deeper water, you feel something try to bite into your boot. You found a snake. The snake surfaces to the top, and you're going to fight the snake. Okay, roll. Roll for initiative.
Oh, 18. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so... Okay, the snake's got a 9.
I got a 9.
14.
Alright, you get to go first, oddly enough. You're close to it.
Okay. I'm going to take a 5-foot step back. I'm going to throw my dagger.
You can throw my dagger.
I'm going to throw his dagger. At least now I can see where it went. Crap. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 10.
That whizzes past the snake and right underneath it again. Might be a little harder to find it this time because you threw it directly at the water and might have sunk into the mud.
Hang on, I'll look for it.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to get attacked by another snake.
Alright, so we both got 9s here, so who technically goes first then?
Whoever has the highest dexterity.
Now,
I have a 15 dexterity.
yeah, this one only has 13, so you
Okay.
go first.
Alright. Overkill. Scimitar. Whack!
Alright.
And I'm just going to use my scimitar. So,
Okay.
18.
That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah. 7.
The snake is not really pleased with what you did. But it's still holding strong.
Okay.
Alright, the snake is going to go after you because you hit it. And it critically fails. It lurches at you and then falls down into the water. And then for some reason, it's got his dagger, or your dagger, whoever's dagger, stuck inside of it. It takes a couple points of damage for that.
Okay.
And now it is, it's your turn.
Alright. Move action, pull my bow.
Okay.
Shoot it with an arrow. 15.
That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Oh. It's a 5.
Alright. The snake is not happy.
Got her max damage the last time I used low dice.
Still moving around though. Still attempting. Okay, it's your turn.
I finish it off spectacularly with a nat 20.
Not only did you slice and dice it and turn it into julienne fries, as you're doing that, you're so good at it that you flicked the dagger into his hand. Not into it, but he caught it.
Let's see if I roll on that one. Okay, good.
Alright.
So yeah, that's how much of it you caught it and you threw it to him like that, and he cut it.
That's
So,
amazing.
showed your skill.
Yeah.
So, alright, you defeated the snake.
Can I get my original dagger?
That was what was inside of the snake. He went down in the water and he caught
Okay,
it.
well I'm going to start searching for his dagger that I threw.
Okay, you can search for it.
Can I assist?
If you want.
Okay.
That's a 21.
I don't need the help from these.
You notice that up here, just a little ways away, is the glinting of a metallic object.
No, I'm confused. I went over there because I thought the glinting metallic thing.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, you find it there. You sift through the mud, and eventually you find something sharp. Luckily, you have gloves on.
I found it.
Oh.
I'm bleeding.
Okay.
It's a good day for Azura.
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys go with that. You guys are standing in about a foot deep on what remains of the old bog road. Going through here is kind of treacherous and slow, because every time you step down, it seems like the mud tries to grab your feet and hold it down.
Okay, at this point I have my bow out. And I returned your dagger to you.
Okay.
Your muddy dagger.
Muddy dagger.
I say we head for the group of trees.
Alright.
Okay. So you want to go to that?
I go out in
Yep.
front.
Okay.
Oh, you mean in front?
Yep. You got the bow.
Okay,
Yep.
so you reach the first little land of trees, and you notice that they're covered in spider webs. You can only go around the edges. You're still kind of practically in the water without disturbing the spider webs.
Yeah, I just want to skirt around the edges.
Okay, so where do you guys want to adventure from there?
Well, I want to say head to this island, right?
Alright, so you hug the edges, and I'm going to have you roll to see if you succeed.
Will this be a survival or a swim?
You can use a survival if you need.
Okay, well, 12.
Wish I could do math.
The DC was 18.
23.
You walk around it, no problem whatsoever. Unfortunately, your elbow gets stuck in one of the webs and you pull on it. Fortunately, no spiders are around right now.
Yay!
But you've got your elbow stuck in spiderweb right now.
Oh.
Roll.
Okay. Attacking. What am I attacking?
You're trying to cut off the web.
Oh, okay, I'm just attacking the web. Okay, so 13.
It was DC of 12.
Okay.
You successfully cut it off and there was no repercussions.
You're no longer grappled.
Okay, so you look at the distant little jut of land that's sticking out of the swamp, and you notice that it's about, like I said, about 3 to 4 feet deep there. How do you want to do an attempt to get to the other side? You can attempt to walk through it, but be warned that, like I said, the mud is very sticky, very slow moving.
Yeah. 34 feet. I'm 4'11". Oh god, I'm almost underneath.
I know you don't have a swim skill, but you can attempt to swim.
Okay.
But I do have a grappling hook and some rope.
Okay.
So we will hook something that we need to get,
There's a tree on the other side.
and that way we can pull ourselves into the mud as we're walking. So
Alright,
you want me to roll a
let's see here.
basically a throw to catch the tree?
Yeah, you can do that.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It was a DC.
That would be a 9. Is the tree an animal?
DC was of that 14.
Okay. I think it's good.
Your grappling hook, it goes and it hooks on nothing. It just lays there on the shore.
Just like I see it laying on the shore, well, I'm just going to pull it in and throw it again.
Alright, try again.
Well, don't catch any big fish.
You wind up and you chuck it as hard as you could at the tree. Unfortunately, you forgot to grab on the other side of the rope. Your grappling hook is now on the other island.
Yay, that one house rules.
You can see it, it's undamaged, but you don't have it with you.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, well, forward.
I go swimming.
Yeah.
Alright, roll for perception.
Right. I got
I can do this.
Reroll.
That's a 19.
You successfully swim over there without disturbing anything in the water.
Okay.
15.
You as well.
Oh, good.
You guys make it over to the island. As you look back, you see a little slithering of a snake that would have been in the area that you guys were in.
I obtained my grappling hook, which I threw over here. All of it.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
As you guys look over to your right, if you're facing that way, you see the worn kind of old trail of a road there.
Back onto the road.
Alright, so you want to go through there?
Yep.
That's about a 2-foot dip in water. Once again, roll for perception.
14.
13.
DC of 12. You guys make it through. Alright, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
approach the road. And you hit the second part of the swamp. Now, as you hit the road there, you can see in the distance a structure. You can kind of make out a stone structure, but there's so much spiderweb in front of you that it's really hard to determine how far away it is. In front of you is some more of an older road that's about 1 to 2 feet of water, depending on the area. But you notice that where the road should be is now washed out and is incredibly deep.
Hey, Tara,
Yeah.
you get any lamp oil?
Yes, actually I do.
All right.
I don't know how much I have, but
We're going to take a little bit of the torch stuff, the torch, and we're going to put it onto an arrow. We're going to dump it in the lamp oil. We're going to set it on fire, and we're going to shoot the spider webs that are in front of us and attempt to burn them away.
Okay.
you know, we could also put lamp oil on my swords. Effectively, probably ruining them, but then I'd have flaming swords.
That would be awesome, but first we got to get to the water.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Do you want to attempt to make that shot with the flaming arrow?
I want to make that shot with a flaming arrow, and even if it doesn't work, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
All right. DC was 18.
Woo!
You shoot, and all these flames in front of you start to catch on fire.
All right!
Whoa.
Unfortunately, although it doesn't know what happened, there was a spider investigating that area.
No, that was totally planned for. Because now I'm not standing next to it with a bow with her in front of me and giving me a -4 penalty.
Okay. The spider is looking very furious but confused of what happened.
How far away is that spider?
Each of these things are about 5 feet.
Okay. Wow, that's quite a bit. I say we let it come to us.
You attempt to lure it then?
Yeah, might as well. Make
Oh,
some
this is path, right?
Yeah.
That all the way up to that point is about 2 to 3 feet of water. Anything from there is deep.
Mm.
Not totally within range for me. If I
Yeah,
just
for you.
walk up a
Keep
little
on. Yeah,
further.
just...
So I'm just going to walk up to this point here. Oh.
So I don't know if we want to make a stop point here.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Okay.
The, walking out to here. Any problems? Perception roll or something?
No. You don't have to roll perception. Unfortunately, you're getting tired now because you step into the mud, so then you're...
Okay.
It just took you longer than you would have liked.
Well, we're still going to kill the spider, because it's perfectly within range.
Alright. The spider would it be an attack of opportunity? The spider doesn't know you're there. Or a sneak attack.
Sneak. Oh, I mean, it'd be a sneak. Or, surprise round.
Surprise round.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Because he's not a rogue, can't do a
But
sneak attack.
you're
That's
not
right.
standing in front of me. 8 plus 4 plus 2. It's a DC of 14. 14.
Yep, it hits. Roll for damage.
8. It's a 6.
6 damage, so... Your arrow pierces the, what is that, that little back thorax of the spider. Abdomen. And it lets out a growl and kind of a scream if it could. Screech. And then it jumps in the water, which it kind of has that, like, water walking thing, but it's very awkward, and it's moved about that far. It's coming towards you.
Yay!
Oh! Well,
Critical, if you roll. See how critical it is. That's a normal.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Roll for damage.
How do you run your criticals?
Well, let's say whatever you have times 2.
So do I add in my bonuses?
Yep.
It's 14.
You shoot, and the spider kind of goes and gets stuck to a tree as you impale it right down the mouth, and it went all the way through the spider.
Impale the spider. Set the forest on fire. It's a great time to stop this episode.